fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams, and on this channel we are paying off over $400,000 worth of debt, but don't you fret, more than half of that is our mortgage. And on this video, what I do every Friday is I show you me tracking our expenses all week long. So I have had quite a busy time. My best friend of 29 years came to visit me, and she lives in Park City, Utah, which is where I grew up. And then she came out here to visit me. She and I have this really special friendship. Like I said, we've been friends for 29 years, which like blows my mind because I mean, I'm only 29. I'm just kidding. I'm a little older than that, but it just blows my mind that we've been able to be friends that long, and we just had the best time. We had the best time. So, unfortunately she's gone now. She had to go home, but we celebrated my birthday. We got mani-pedis and, hung out in Myrtle Beach and did all kinds of fun things. So I did not track so we did a lot of spending, and then I did not track my expenses Monday morning or Tuesday morning because she left yesterday afternoon. So yesterday afternoon and this morning I've caught up everything that's happened in my checking account since the last time I checked into my checking account, which was Friday. So if you've seen that video, awesome. If not, I don't suggest, you could go back if you're interested in knowing what I spent all my money on. Sorry, I bumped the thing. So anyway, here's what we've got for the last couple of days before we start a new pay cycle and a new budget month. So we're going to start just right here. So we have the money for my student loan came out. Before I put this marker away, let me just make sure I don't have any more debt. Nope. It's so weird ever since getting that debt consolidation loan. Ever since getting that debt consolidation loan, instead of having like 13 debt payments now, we only have 3, and it just like, my mind is blown. Right here, you'll see a purchase or a income for $677. A lot of that money is money to help pay for the Bible that we bought for our children's pastor. And another part of that money is money that was for my mother. When she was on vacation last week, we took her car to get inspected and worked on while she was on vacation. And so that's her paying me back for that. You won't see it right here. Hopefully we will see it by the end of the week, but we ended up putting it on our Citibank credit card. And then once we saw that the money was in the bank, we added that money, or we paid off that credit card. So hopefully we'll see a credit card, purchase here soon. So here's where things get really fun. So when we went to Myrtle Beach, I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It's raining really bad here, and I gotta find my fun. What? Oh, here we go. So while we were in Myrtle Beach celebrating my birthday and hanging out with my friends, we went to this store called It's Sugar. It's literally just a candy store. My sons didn't really want ice cream for dessert, so we got them some candy there. Let's see, here's some parking that I had to pay for at the airport to pick up my best friend and my mom from the airport the next day. Here is my husband getting some coffee when we were in Myrtle Beach. Here is our Spotify purchase for the month. Here is me taking my friend out to Chick-fil-A. We went to a place in town called Flaming Amy's. Here is me paying for our manis. So her birthday, my best friend's birthday, is in July, and my birthday was the 29th, and so she paid for our petties and I paid for the manis. And here is us going to an ice cream store called Beach Bunny. This is one of the Nintendo subscriptions. This is us going to Jersey Mike's for lunch on my birthday. And then this is us going to dinner at a place called Nikki's on her last night in town. There are still probably a couple of other things that need to go in there that might show up. But overall, while she was here, we spent less money than I thought we would. All right. This next purchase right here is something I bought for church. I don't know what to categorize it under because they will pay me back for this. So I don't think I'm going to categorize it under anything. I guess maybe I need to, though. I guess I should categorize it under tithe, I guess. What did I do that? Remember last time I had to buy something for church? And then they they paid me back for it. Do you remember what I put under that? Where's my tithes? So we're just going to put it under tithes. It's technically not a tithe, though, but because they're going to pay me back, but it is what it is. All right, gas. So we had a lot of gas purchases. There's gas. There's gas. And here's gas. All right. Now some groceries. Not a lot. This was groceries we got for my bestie's little trip here. Just restocking on a couple of things I knew that she would like. All right, I have a really interesting, I guess, kind of fun, maybe not so fun parenting story for you. These purchases right here, this for PlayStation, and this for PlayStation, and this for PlayStation, and this for PlayStation. That all equals up to $187. Those are purchases my youngest son made on the PlayStation to get V-Bucks for Fortnite. And we didn't know he was making those purchases because we didn't realize that the credit card or debit card was actually hooked up to the PlayStation accounts. So we have been working tirelessly with PlayStation trying to get these charges reversed. I don't think it's going to happen. Every time we try, we come up with some kind of snag. They need something that we are like, I don't even know if we even still have that information anymore. Or they say it's for security purposes, they can't help us out. And like all these other things, it's just so stupid. And so like, it's kind of frustrating because, this week you saw my video of the completed savings. And like, so once again, like, I'm not going to be able to put all that savings into the savings account, if any of it, because this has happened. Since we found out that happened, we found out minutes after this $96 one came out. I deleted all of the payment information from all of the PlayStation accounts and Nintendo accounts and all the things, and the child is grounded from video games for a very, very long time. So yeah, just pray for us that we're going to get that money back from PlayStation. We're going to keep working on that. All right, so here is a purchase from the Bible outlet for my birthday. I bought myself a Bible on a really good sale. I love Bibles. And then we went to a store called the Christmas Mouse. And I'm putting those under celebration instead of fun because those were things like that we bought for my birthday. I guess celebration for Christmas Mouse, that really wasn't. It's technically a Christmas purchase because we bought Christmas ornaments or Christmas tree ornaments. We did that last year for my birthday, and we'll do it, it's one of my favorite places to go now. We'll probably do it next year for my birthday. It's just, it might turn into a pretty fun tradition for us to go there and get an ornament every year. Okay, now, takeout. Now, it was interesting to do this because I was like, well, how do I categorize some things as takeout versus fun? And Chick-fil-A, that is going to be categorized as takeout because that happened before my friend's trip, and this one says takeout, but I'm gonna fix that because that actually was no, that is takeout. She was here, but that wasn't really like a fun thing, I guess. Here is me depositing that completed savings challenges money. I wanted to move that into our savings account, but it's just going to live in the checking account for now to help pay for that 100. And if we get any of these PlayStation purchases reimbursed, they'll just move right into our savings account. Here is me. It's me. Hi. I bought some yarn at Hobby Lobby to finish a blanket that I made. Oh, and then here's me again. I went to Goodwill on my birthday to go look at the books they have on the section. Found a couple of things. I like to go into Goodwill and Salvation Army and look for Bibles. Where's my Jason? Here is, honestly, this is the 7-Eleven. I don't know why he went to 7-Eleven. You know what? That's not a Jason purchase. That is gas. That's gas. I need to fix that because he only put a little bit of gas in because they were out of regular gas, but he needed some to get to church. That's what that was. I was wondering where that purchase was. It's right here. So gas is going to look brown because of the green, but oh well. And then over here, our every 6 months we get a filter through Whirlpool for the water in the water dispenser in the refrigerator. Whew, okay, so that's a lot of stuff. So here's what we did in the cash. So even though she was here, we still had to do grocery shopping and stuff. So my husband went grocery shopping at Costco, Aldi, and Walmart. And here's what we have left out of that. There's his Costco card. I don't know why it's in this thing. Here's some change. I get paid tomorrow, which is Thursday, since Friday is a holiday. I'm going to take this with me and then get this money cashed out to put into our, to get put into my, like, house savings, kind of. That's what that is. I don't know how much is in there. I don't count it, whatever. That's what we use the change for. So let's look at this. We got $1, $2, $3, and look, they are a J, an L, and an L. Perfect. So that's all for Josh. Here is 20 or 65. I'm gonna put this 5 into the savings binder. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is gonna go back into groceries. $60, so I'll have a little bit more. And then, you know what? I'm not even going to put it in the debt binder. I'm going to just put it right here into my emergency fund folder. Can you see what I'm doing? So here is my emergency fund cash envelope. And we're just going to add the $5 in here. So today is 7/3. We're going to do savings plus 5. So we should be at 33 now. Dollars in cash, and then once I hit 50, I'm going to put it in the bank because I do $2 every paycheck. 25, 30, 31, 32, 33. Perfect. So I have 3 ways that I'm saving up money for our emergency fund because that is our goal right now. Our financial goal is to get to $5,025 as fast as we can. We have saved a lot of money over June. Like, we started this June 1st. We've saved a lot of money in June, and I've had to use all of it. Because we went to Columbia, and then Juliana came, and, like, all these things are happening. So, thankfully, in July, we'll finally get to start moving that money that we save in completed challenges into the savings account, and we can actually start building up that savings account. Which is just, I just need it to start happening because we're doing so good. It's just a shame that we're not seeing it. But the good news is we aren't going further into debt, right? So I guess that's, even though our income account or our savings account has not grown really, at least we haven't gone further into debt. So I save all J and L bucks for my son Joshua Landon, and then so I should have 5 in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of them are L's except for that one J. All right, so there's that. It's gonna go in his little folder right here. And that's all we've got going on for today, Wednesday. A lot to catch up on. And thank you for sitting here with me while I did it. I'll be back on tomorrow to see if there's anything we need to wrap up. And then also on Friday. All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Happy 4th of July, fellow budgeters. Here's what happened in our checking account. So right here is when I took my friend back to the airport and I had to pay for parking. So let me find my fun. Sorry, I can't find fun. There it is. And then this was when we went out to dinner at the Pilot House. You know what? I don't see. Interesting. Anyway, here is Jason going out to get something to eat real quick. And this is takeout to Burger King. Oops. And that is my mom. That is the purchase we made on the credit card to get my mom's car fixed. I paid the credit card off with the money that she sent us. And I don't have a category for that. So I just put my mom's car right there. And that's it for June. That's it. We're finally moving on to July. And so I will do another video with my budget with me and my cash stuffing since payday was yesterday. All right, my friends. I hope you have a lovely 4th of July. And I will see you on my video on Tuesday. Bye.